Welcome to Watch Hobby Shop. My name is Joe, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Bulova Marine Star Precisionist quartz watch. It's one of their newer iterations in their lineup. So let's go ahead, let's dive down and take a look at the Bulova Marine Star Precisionist. Alright guys, so here it is. We have the Marine Star. Some people call it Bulova or Bulova. You guys leave a comment down below, let me know what this is called. The reference number on this is going to be 96 Bravo 426. Retails at $7.95. But you guys can normally pick these up at discounts for probably around, I would guess, around the 500. Sometimes you can get around 400, pre-owned 350-ish, 3 to 350-ish. But anyways, I have the white variant. Most of these come in the, I think they got a blue, a black with gold, a yellow, and then this variant. The only ones is the black and gold one comes on a rubber strap, and the yellow one comes on a yellow strap. This one and the blue one come on the stainless steel bracelets. Let's go ahead and get the measurements out of the way. Let's go ahead and turn this on. All right, so we are looking at a diameter of about a 44 mil. Case thickness is going to be not too shabby, about 12.5. Lug to lug width, we are looking at the wingspan of, come on, looks like about a 49. The bracelet and links is going to be at basically 22, tapers down to a 20, and at the clasp you're back at 21.5. Okay, so this I would consider to be like a diver style watch. I mean, everything about it is so close to being an actual diver. It is a 200 meter rated water resistant watch, but the thing that doesn't make it a diver is there is no loom pip on this. Now it's kind of funny though, if you guys know anything about Grand Seiko and their spring drive system, take a look at the second hand. This is what makes this super unique. Have you ever seen a quartz watch sweep like this? Is that something else? Look at that. Let's take a quick second and kind of look at that. Look how smooth that is. You can't even get a an automatic to go that smooth. That's almost precise as a Grand Seiko. That's a beautiful sweep. Amazing. And this is running a quartz movement, 262 kilohertz frequency quartz movement, so it has a double oscillation on the quartz movements inside. That's why you have the tuning fork logo at the 12 o'clock position. Everything is printed on the dial. Look at the texture on this dial. That is absolutely amazing. And then the fine details they did with applied indices, with the chrome around the framing and the tuning fork at the midnight part here at 12 o'clock. They did an excellent job. It's just a beautiful looking watch. I would say that Bulova did an excellent job. Bulova, you guys correct me which way is the correct way. I've heard it said both ways. Another amazing thing about this watch too, it does carry a flat sapphire crystal. It is a sapphire. They also have a shiny ceramic bezel, but again, like I said, there is no loom where the pip is at, so that makes it not a diver's watch. It's a diver's style watch. And then they also have a nice silver framing around the 3 o'clock position where the date window's at. It even has a screw down crown. Beautiful threading, nice and smooth, nice little pop. And of course, everybody knows how to set the watch. Now, the other thing is that if you notice too, similarities too as well is look at the octagon shape of the angles on this bezel. And because of this will probably remind you of guys of the Tag Heuer Aquaracer. Very, very similar. That's why that I said that if you combined a Grand Seiko spring drive, the movement part of it, and then you combine it with a Grand Seiko, the Grand Seiko spring drive, and then Aquaracer from Tag Heuer, this is what you get. This is actually a beautiful watch. It's got vertical brushings on the side, beautiful angles, chamfered, polish, brush polishing. The bracelet is pretty much all brushed. Just a beautiful looking watch. This, in my honest opinion, is probably their best looking pieces and probably one of their best sellers out of all the Precisionist lines. If you're going to get a Bulova, I would highly recommend this watch. The only thing is on here, it does have a flip up deployment where the clasp is at. But look at that, solid milled scissor clasp. This part is stamped. It has only 3 micro adjustments, which is kind of weird with all the advancements they put on this watch. And look, even comes with a diver's extension. That's why I was so confused. It should have been a diver's watch. And it even has a screw down case back, but no loom at the 12 o'clock position. So this cannot be considered a diver's watch. How could you dive down and actually turn the bezel to set it? Because you wouldn't be able to see it in the dark, murky parts of the water if you actually went diving with this watch. Bezel action is perfect. Absolutely. Well, a little slight back play, but not much. Lines up perfectly. Take note, Seiko. For around this price range, this has all the bells and whistles. And then on top of this, they even added a neat little feature on this watch as well. So if you get the one with the bracelet, look at that, quick release spring bars for the end links. Squeeze it together and it pops right off. Just easy like that. You can swap out bands so easily. You could clean the watch, the bracelet, the head, everything. But wow, look at that. And it's super solid. Let's back up here. Let's take a measure or the weight on this watch, because this is feeling pretty heavy. You're looking at 190 grams. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's 190 grams weight on this. So it's a very substantial watch. The bracelet is all solid. Unfortunately, it does got the friction pins on there. I'm not sure if it's got collars on them or it's just the regular pins for the links. But here's the other thing too, guys. If you guys got some big, massive wrists, I'm talking like all the way up to 9-inch wrists or whatever, without me even having the clasp open, look at this. I got 7-inch wrists. I don't have any watches when I bought new or even pre-owned where it could be closed and you can take it and literally slide it right over your hand. That's how many links it comes with. So they give you more than enough links to fit pretty much any size wrist. Amazing, amazing. But look at the wrist presence on this. If you look far away, to me this almost looks like a tag. If you look at just the bezel, it looks like a Tag Heuer Aquaracer. But look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Ceramic bezel, sapphire crystal, solid 316L stainless steel, solid end links, quick release removable, tons of links on this watch, milled clasp. This part here is stamped flip lock. Other than that, look at this. This is worth every penny, guys. If you want to get the top of the line Bulova watch, this is the one to go with. Whatever color variant you can't go wrong with. But I just can't believe how many links are on this thing, coming brand new from the factory. I don't have any watches where you can just slip right over without having to open up the clasp. Beautiful watch. Let's take a closer look at the details. You guys gotta look at this. Like, it is just absolutely amazing, guys. I want you guys to actually like stare at this. You cannot believe the detail that they actually put into this. Now, Bulova has such a great history, if you look at it in their history, of making great watches. And they're known for like basically affordable, budget-friendly watches. This one's a little bit higher price range what normally they come out with. They usually go with like about average $200–300 watches. But for the price on this one, even if you paid full retail, signed crown, look at the chamfered work, look at the angles on the crown guards, just everything. It does got male end links. I wish they would have did female, would have probably fit even more comfortably. But for the price, you can't complain. Sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel, beautiful, gorgeous textured dial. Look at that. Look at this dial. Like, you cannot tell me that's not a gorgeous looking dial. Look at the texture on there. Look at those little wave patterns that are on there. Just amazing looking piece. And the second hand sweep is just exactly like a Grand Seiko spring drive. If you guys can't afford $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a spring drive, this is the best alternative to that. And if you guys like the Aquaracer look, this will scratch that itch, I promise you. For the price, around $500. Like I said, it does retail for $795. You will definitely get a discount. I don't care if department stores, online, whatever. Brand new. This is worth $500 all day long. All right, since I've been talking so good about this watch, let me go through the negatives. Again, there is no lume pip at the 12 o'clock position. I don't like that. Now, where the ceramic bezel, I love the ceramic bezel, but see how the numbers are on there? There's like shiny metallic on there. I wish they would went with like more engraved and then like filled it with some lume or something. Give it a little bit more, otherwise it's just really reflective, because see how it washes out at certain lights? So you can't see the numbers on the left side. It just kind of like goes away. They did an excellent job on the clasp. Quick release is really cool. It is a screw down case back, which is nice. Even though this is not an automatic watch, it's going to be very simple for you guys to be able to change out the battery. For the clasp, I wish they would have did a lot better job on the clasp. They put so much effort and detail into the entire watch, but they missed it with the clasp, unfortunately. Like, seriously, like a cheap stamped flip clock or flip lock right there. 3 lousy micro adjustments. Come on, you had enough room for a couple more if you're gonna stay with the old style. Otherwise, you guys could have went with something with a quick release from micro adjustments underneath. You guys had a very nice system for the diver extension, which nobody uses. I would rather had you guys cut the cost, left that out, because it's not technically a diver's watch, it's a diver style watch, and put a quick micro adjustments on the bottom inside would have been a lot better. Those are probably my only gripes about this watch. Other than that, if you guys find this watch at a good deal, especially with Black Friday coming or Christmas, pick this up. Do not hesitate. This is definitely worth every single penny. If you don't believe me, go to the department stores. I know like Macy's, some of the major department brick and mortar stores carry this. Jared's, obviously they're not sponsoring this video or anything like that, but you know what I'm talking about. The regular department stores, the malls or whatever, they'll carry this watch, and I'm sure they're gonna have some sales. If you can pick this one up, I like the, be honest with you, I actually like the black and yellow one, but the problem is it comes on a rubber bracelet or a rubber strap instead of the bracelet. I'm a bracelet type of guy. I'm not a real huge fan on rubber straps, NATOs. I used to be. Every once in a while I'll wear it, but it's not my favorite. So the only variant I have would be the white, which I do like the white. It reminds me of the Christopher Ward Trident watch that I have. Very similar. But again, guys, what gets me is that second-hand sweep. is just, you look at it and you think it's an automatic watch. For $500, it has all the bells and whistles except for the negatives that I did point out on this watch. And they give you enough links. Like I said, I don't need to take it, I take it off right there, slip it on and off. Brand new like that. Absolutely gorgeous watch. This thing is so precise that this is only plus or minus 10 seconds per year. Not per day, not per month, not per week, per year. That's how accurate this watch is. So, long story short, guys, I have more positives and negatives on this watch. If you guys can pick this up, again, like I said, the reference number, I'll go over it one more time with you. This is going to be the 96 Bravo 426. Price tag is at $795, but you guys can pick this up all day long around the $500 mark. So don't pay any more than $500 for the watch if you guys can pick this up. If you're buying pre-owned, I would say good price is around between $300 to $400, depends if it comes with everything, and the condition is everything as well. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is Joe with Watch Hobby Shop, and that was my review on the Bulova Marine Star Precisionist diver style watch. If you guys like this video, don't forget thumbs up on this, and also leave down in the comments, let me know, do you guys pronounce this Bulova or Bulova? That's the question of the day. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.